right, boys, so we're making progress. I got the bumper all disassembled. I'm keeping that for Nisha's trap. So I went ahead, put that to the side. All the little trim that goes under the front, like the splash guard and stuff, I don't need, so I've already tossed that in the trunk. The trunk of this car is where I'm gonna put all the crap that I don't need, as well as when I get ready to let this thing go, I'm gonna clean off my shelves of any other starters, alternators, anything like that that's no good. I'm gonna throw all of that stuff in the back of here too. Again, this is why I wanted a whole car, so that I could do that type of thing. But yeah, we're making progress. The downside is my heat is going out. I am running out of propane, and I haven't even got started with actually pulling this engine yet. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it pulled tonight, but I will definitely try to get all of this done within this video. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and let this radiator drain out. I just found out that this radiator is virtually useless to us now because someone actually used stop leak in it. So you can see, I don't know if y'all can tell, let me zoom all the way in for you. You see that brown? See all that little copper looking, fiber looking stuff all around the brim there, and it's brown all in there? That's that stop leak shit. And guys, unfortunately that stuff just clogs up everything. It doesn't look that bad from the top, but man, these rows are really tiny and the water has to flow freely through that, so you don't want any foreign materials in them. And unfortunately, guys, I think this radiator may be shot. I might hold on to it, see if I can run some water through it, try to clean it out some, just in case. I'm gonna let this drain on out, pull these hoses off, get the rad out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw y'all back on the time lapse. We're gonna keep working for as long as I can. And again, if I don't finish it tonight, I'll try to jump back on when y'all are seeing this. This motor would definitely have been pulled. So guys, here's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna stop for the night because everything is free on this motor except this freaking mount is giving me absolute crap right now. And I was worried about it, honestly, when I got to looking at this thing, because again, this isn't automatic. The automatic transmissions are freaking huge. So what I'm having issues with, I can't get this thing to drop low enough to get this first bracket part out of the mount here. And so that's kind of where I'm stuck at, because you have to get this out of the way first. Then you can take the 3 bolts that hold the rubber part of the mount to the chassis off, and then this becomes just a straight frame rail. And I think if I could get that out of the way and get that mount off, I think the motor will come out with the transmission. Again, this is my first time doing this type of pull on one of these CGs automatic. When we did the last transmission that I got from my neighbor across the street, we lifted the car up with like his tractor and we just dropped the entire engine with the subframe like still in the cradle. So it was simple work. But I had a fear of this being a lot tighter than I wanted. And what I might end up having to do, which I might try tomorrow if I don't come up with something better, I might end up trying to drop at least the back half of the subframe, because all I need, guys, is about 2 inches. If I could get at least like 2 inches of drop in the back, I think this thing should wiggle right out. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you gotta pause, recuperate, and come back and try something different. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I guess the next clip y'all see will probably be the next set of time lapse where we hopefully go ahead and get this thing pulled out. All right, gang, so today's Friday, and as you saw in that time lapse, the last time lapse that something on my nose, that last time lapse that you saw, we actually finally was able to get that bracket out of the freaking way. Let's go, boys. And with that, the motor came out with the transmission. Now, again, I'm not an automatic person, like, trust me. If it weren't for this van and the system shit, I probably would never freaking bother with these automatic transmissions. I know they shit. I know they always be crappy, guys. I know this, but I'm trying my best not to convert the van to a stick, because with the system, and I don't know, with that system, man, I just really enjoy being able to not worry about shifting and just beating, like just 150 plus just all damn day. Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything that stick shift, that doesn't have pipes on it, that doesn't go fast, and that doesn't shoot flames. I'm not that person to buy a bone stock car that's a stick and just drive it because a stick. That's not me. If you remember the CRV, I ended up cutting the cat off of that and putting a fart can on the back of that. Like, I don't feel like my hard work of shifting gears gets noticed unless it's got a pipe on it. So because of that, I don't want to do that to the van. I want to keep it quiet, just let the music talk, and I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. So that's kind of why we're doing all of this right now, so we can keep it automatic, keep it the way it should be. And hopefully, guys, this time around we got us a good transmission. All the signs are here. The fluid smells old. It doesn't have a single bit of burnt smell to it. It smells just stale, like it smells like old fluid. So that is a very good sign. The fluid was definitely brown, so it's not like someone hurried up and changed it before we bought it or anything. Like, that fluid is literally probably the fluid that's been in it for the whole 212,000, 14,000 miles it's got. So I think this time, guys, we may have a decent transmission, and we are gonna do the typical 2 or 3 draining fields when we get it in the van as well, try to clean out all the gunk, as well as, I think what I'm gonna do, probably, I don't know, I might wait until I get the transmission out the van, but I think what I'm gonna do is clean all the solenoids as well before we put it in there. Just give it the best optimal chance of it surviving, because it was running decently in this CG, but the CGs, guys, as you know, are a lot lighter than the vans. And another thing, the van also has that system in it, so the 415s, the wood of the box, like, it's just a lot more weight on that thing, so the transmission does catch like quite a beating in that thing. And a lot of that's my fault too, because I still would drive it sometimes like it's a freaking SI or something. Like, if you drive 50 or under, 55 or under, like, I will blow the doors off of you with the van. Like, I don't even care. I'm gonna floor that shit when people get in my way. So that probably doesn't help, but nonetheless, guys, transmission motor is out. here's what we're dealing with right now. Everything's cleaned out. I got all my tools off because I'm about to put this thing back on the ground and try to roll it out. Before we roll this thing out, let me just show y'all how they rigged up this mount, guys, that was broke in the front. Like, look at the freaking seat belt that they had. I had to cut all this shit off. Look at this. They had a ratchet strap. They had the seat belt tied around it. And they had also, looks like they were trying to do the window weld type of stuff, but it's not really that hard. Like, look at this mount, bro. Like, it had, I don't know what this string stuff is, but I literally had to cut all of this out with the grinder to get it to free the mount up. Like, they had this thing freaking, it was in there. Like, that is crazy. I've never seen somebody do so much to try to keep a, what, 20 buck mount off eBay, $15 mount off eBay alive. Like, that's just crazy. Go straight back to this area. Sketchy. See, it's kind of pushed over in this area, so if it's some more stuff I want to take off of it, I can strip it some more and everything. It's wintertime now, so I'm not worried about bugs or anything getting in it, because it's like mid-30s. It's supposed to be the high today, so pretty much everything that was gonna fly is pretty much hiding right now. So yeah, we'll leave this house sitting right here, and again, I can easily back up to the front of it here, hook to it, and drag it forward to where the junk man can take it, and everything should work out. And I still got a path to come in with the van now, so I'm gonna do a little bit of sweeping this antifreeze up, get this out of the floor, and then I'll go ahead and get the van down here and get that up in the air. We can start pulling the trends out of it. Van is in, boys. Got it already up on the jack stands, got the front wheels pulled off. We are on go mode now, boys. We are on go mode now. I also went ahead, threw the lithium on charge, get that baby juice back up. So battery charge is running. Getting this Cyber 12K pump back full of juice here. And yeah, it should be good to go. Now I'm gonna probably put y'all back on time lapse because I really just want to go ahead, and my goal for today to finish out today's work is to get this transmission out. So once I have this out, I can then do all of my sensor cleaning, and I did break one sensor at the bottom on this one, so I'm gonna have to swap it out for this sensor, and yeah, little shit like that. I can just get all that done, and then when we pick back up on this thing, I can just stick the new transmission in and get everything topped off with fluids, and this thing should be able to drive, which is what I'm really excited for. But I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead, start working my way around, getting everything took out of the way so that we can at least see the transmission in this thing, and yeah, just try to get it out, boys. We're about to pull this drain bolt out and see what this fluid looking like. Keep in mind, I've done several draining fields on this thing since we had it, so let's see what it's looking like. Yeah. It is pretty black. And it stinks. It smells so burnt. Like this. It stinks, guys. This is why I say, like, there was definitely an issue with this transmission from the get-go, because it's always had a burn smell. That other one does not stink at all. Like, it just smells like stale, like the fluid's old, but it doesn't have that really bad burn smell to it. Guys, we got the transmission out this bad boy. This is the old unit right here. This is the unit that we're going to be putting in. And off camera, I've just been pulling all of the sensors off, all of the solenoids and everything, and just double checking that the screens are clean. There's nothing clogging anything up. And everything looks pretty freaking mint. So I got it all put back together. Everything's a go to put this thing back in the car, except these studs right here that the bracket bolts to for the actual mount are slightly scripted out, because getting the old mount off of the other transmission was a B word. So what I'm gonna have to do is just cross my fingers and hope that I can get a die to recut these threads out. I mean, they're working, but they got a little bit of a drag to them. See, it got that far and it's kind of getting tough to turn. And I don't want to mess it up worse than it is if I can just recut them. One more thing that I'm gonna pick up while I'm out, because I did a little digging and I see that this is where some of my oil leak was, and it is this rear main seal. So get y'all a little zoom in action here. You look right down there at the bottom, you can see where it's pooling up at the very bottom of that rear main. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that while we got everything out. And this thing should be pretty mint for hopefully a couple of years, man, because I'm getting really good at pulling these automatic transmissions out, and that is not gonna work. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here. It is getting to be nighttime now, and I got a couple of parts that I want to try to grab, and what I might do is just pick this thing back up tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this new trans stuffed in there. I already got 4 quarts of automatic transmission fluid sitting right here from Honda. I also got one more full quart sitting back there on my table, as well as a partial quart. I think that should be enough to fill it up, because I'm not gonna dump this torque converter out this time. I'm gonna leave it what I can in it, so that it doesn't take that whole 7 quarts or whatever it would take if I emptied everything out. And yeah, again, we'll do some driving, see how it feels, and maybe do 1 or 2 draining fields, just to see if we can clean it out and give it a good chance, a good fighting chance in this van. So, but I think, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. Hit that like button for me if you're excited, man, to see the base van back out on the road. Also, hit the like button for me if you're excited to see us start working on the turbo F2B project. This thing right here has really got me warming up to actually getting dirty and working on stuff. And I'm just glad that we're about done with this thing so that I can enjoy this again. So make sure y'all leave a comment down below what y'all think, man. I know a lot of people are for the fast hunters and don't really care about the base stuff, but for the ones that do, leave a comment down below, man, and let me know what you think. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. I will catch y'all next time. Remember, respect all bills. Peace out.